Hello, my name is Tonio Burgos. I'm CEO of Tonio Burgos and Associates, a company that's been in business since 1988. We've been involved in some of the biggest projects in infrastructure and transportation, most of the modern healthcare, lawmaking and budget making, and we've been involved in the environment and energy when we've worked in some of the bigger projects across the region, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. I was in state government from 1968 to 1988, 20 years. I'm very proud of the work I did with Governor Mario Cuomo in the various stages of his career. I went to work for him when he was the Secretary of State, and then I went to work for him in the Lieutenant Governor's office where I was his Chief of Staff until he became governor. In the first term, I was named the first ever minority person to be the appointments secretary. That kind of experience, being with someone like that gave me a great inspiration to understand that public policy, politics, and community advocacy all meld together. I met Peggy first, way back when Mario Cuomo was running for governor, and she was a very big advocate for us in that race in 1982. We worked together as colleagues in state government for a little bit, but then she went off to work for Jesse Jackson and then get arrested to create We Act. And the rest is history. But, you know, the commonality that we've always had is, what do you do about 125th Street in that corridor, especially from Park Avenue to the river, to the East River, and the underutilization of that corridor, and the Metro North Station on 125th Street, the interconnection with the New York City transit system, and of course with our aspirations with the Second Avenue subway. She became a great friend and a great advocate and a great person to count on for those kind of issues and the vision that she brought to it. So I want to thank We Act and Peggy in particular, but the board and the leadership of We Act for their vision, their engagement, and for asking me to participate as an honoree tonight. I'm very proud of the years of relationship I've had with We Act, the work that they've done in communities of color. Environmental justice is not just a word, it's a very meaningful task, and Peggy and her team take it very seriously. I am delighted for all of you to be here tonight. We have to celebrate this tonight, but we have to celebrate the protection of our environment every night, every day, and we have to work hard to ensure communities of color are protected and that work continues. And yes, there are great promises ahead of us, and yes, there are great changes to come, but the fight never ends. And so I am so glad to be here tonight to not give honor to me, but to give honor to We Act and their great work and the people over the decades that have worked with me.